Hey folks, welcome back. Hope you've been well. You know, I just don't know how to say anything without just coming right out and saying it. You know, one of the most aggravating questions somebody can ask me personally is what keeps you so busy? Now I know I've mentioned this before, but I get asked that all the time. What keeps you so busy? Well, folks, I run a homestead, and if I didn't do anything else, running a homestead by yourself and growing and raising a year's worth of food, that all on its own is a lot of work. It takes a lot of time, takes a lot of dedication, and it never stops, right? So for those who do not homestead or have never homesteaded, they just don't get it, and they probably will never get it until they start doing it, right? So, folks, the garden is coming off, and I've been working my butt off on a paid job, right? A monetary job. And then I come home to tending to my protein, right? My birds, and my vegetables in my garden, right? Now, if a person went and bought a year's worth of food all in 3 months, they would probably think that would be a little overwhelming. Well, that's what I do with my vegetables. Not only do I have to prepare the soil, I have to know how to plant it, I have to know how to take care of it, I have to know how to feed it, and I have to know how to water it. I have to know when to thin them, I have to know when they're ready to pick, harvest them, dry them, can them, all in 3 months, right? That's a whole lot more work in 3 months than it would be over 3 months handing money over to a store to buy it. Right? So, what makes me so busy? That's what makes me busy, folks. And then I have a full-time job and a part-time job, right? And I have other responsibilities, right? So for those of you who, most of you have been patient with my videos, most of you. Some think I should do 3 or 4 10-minute videos a day, because that's what they want. They want me to do that. Well, I would like to do that too, folks. But along with everything else, there's just not enough time to do that. There's not even enough time some days to do a 10-minute video, folks. So for those of you who have been patient, thank you very much. For those of you who have been patient with my responding or even acknowledging the comments, let alone the emails, thank you for being patient. There's only 24 hours in a day, right? So that's all I'm going to say to that. And for the handful of people who highly suggest that I be like other channels, I should do this, I should do that. Folks, some of you know me by now, know that I don't run with the flavor of the year. I just don't do that. I am who I am. I'm not going to pretend to be somebody I'm not. I'm not going to discuss things that I don't think are appropriate. I'm not going to discuss things that will get people upset. Life is tough enough, right? It's already tough enough. I'm not going to add way more drama in this world than there already is. I'm not going to add way more worry to the world than there already is. I'm not going to put a music introduction to my videos. I am not going to do a song and a dance. I'm not going to do cartwheels. I am not going to show and tell everything. I'm just not going to do that. That's my own personal life. And again, most of you understand that. I'm not going to be someone I'm not, folks. So for those 3 people who wish my channel was a little bit different, they could either start their own channel up, or they could move on to those channels that they think are making the perfect channels, videos, right? So one of those channels that this one particular person mentioned, I reached out to this channel, and lo and behold, folks, the same person tells them they should be more like Hippie Chick. Calm. Let's see, what were they? It was calm, wise, soothing, and I truly think they said intelligent, folks. But yet they're telling me to be more like this other channel. So you're not going to please everybody all the time. I'm not out to please many folks. I'm out to please myself, right? I am. I do try to help people. I do try to educate people. I try to get people to think outside the box. And that's what this channel is. Most of you like that. So I'm not going to get all excited about this. I'm just going to tell you, remind folks that I am a single person here running a homestead, working my butt off, trying to make some money. It's the end of the garden year, and for a garden this size, it would take a pretty good sized family to get it all done, and it's just me with a few hours a week, folks. So for those of you who understand, thank you. For those who don't understand how busy this lifestyle is, maybe you should try living this lifestyle before you judge those that do. It might open your eyes a little bit. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So, with that said, I've gathered everything out of my garden that I can today. I've got some food drying in 3 mesh air dehydrators. I started a fire last night and the night before inside my home. It was getting kind of chilly at nighttime, and it's been a little damp, so it makes it hard to gather a few things in the garden, right? But I'm gathering what I can, drying what I can, and that's just the way it is. That's part of a homesteader's life, and if I did all this work and let it go at the end of the season, that would be awfully sad, right? That would be. So I'm sorry if this offends folks, but my year's worth of food that I grow every year and put up for myself comes first before YouTube videos, and I know most of you understand that. So I hope you've all been well, and I've got to get my butt in gear, folks, because I swear I could fall asleep standing right here, folks. I'm that tired. So, but it is what it is. This is a lifestyle I've chosen, and I don't regret any of it. Some days the only thing I regret is YouTube, because there's a lot of criticism, right? But unless you're doing it, folks, you have no right to criticize, because you don't know. You just don't know. So I guess this is 10 minutes of basically saying the same thing over and over again. But I hope that got into somebody's brain, because I needed to repeat it a few times, I think. So I've got the gate open to the garden, and the guinea and the chickens and the ducks are cleaning up some seeds, and that's a good thing, because they're weed seeds, right? So that's always good. So y'all have a good night, and I'll catch you in the next video, whenever that will be, right? Thank you.